I bet you have a pocket. The other day I was sleuthing around YouTube just seeing what other people are up to, and I saw this challenge that was going around getting the views, reading your assumptions about me. Now I'll be honest, I haven't actually watched any reading your assumptions about me video, so I thought, yeah, it's gonna be okay, it's just a reframed Q&A video. No, how wrong could I have been? I might as well have had a sign on my head that just said roast me. I opened the chat and the Instagram stories, asked you what you assume about me, and fam, where do I begin? The savagery was on another level. It was mad. So I guess that's what we have to do today. We have to deliver. I get you results. Before we start though, I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated, sending all of your assumptions in, good or bad. This is progress. This is how we grow it as a person. Hand slaps. Quick little plug, I did all this through my Instagram, so if you want to get involved in a potential next video, if you want to keep up to date with what I'm up to, then follow me on Instagram at sickmate. Also, if you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, then press the little subscribe button. If you want to get notified, press the little bell icon as well. So let's reluctantly get into this. You don't like Supreme. I mean, yes and no at the same time. I can't outright say that I do not like Supreme anymore. I just don't follow it. I used to follow Supreme religiously for a couple of years, keeping up to date with that Thursday drop, failing to get a BOGO every single time. So much has happened in the fashion scene since then. Streetwear has grew phenomenally since Supreme, that my interest sort of drifted elsewhere. Of course, if you frequent my videos, you will know I'm more into the vintage thrifting side of things now. As a brand, I do think Supreme is a little bit played out just because the streetwear scene has absolutely rinsed it, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. For me, it's always going to be one of those brands that got me into streetwear, and I can never take that away. I like most of the things that Supreme represents. I like their message and just the fact that you have to respect the hustle. Supreme know their niche, they know their business. From that point of view, they're sick. Clothing wise though, I think they've got a specific style that doesn't really change. You can pick up a piece from 2014, 15 or 16, say it's from this season's collection, and nobody will bat an eyelid. Those are just my general thoughts on Supreme. I didn't really mean to deep it too much, I just wanted to get that out there. You low-key smoke weed. Unfortunately, I do not. I am a good Christian boy. We don't smoke any of that devil's lettuce out here. But fam, what you do in the comfort of your own home is entirely up to you. You wear all black 6 days of the week. It's starting to look that way. I'm looking at my wardrobe now and 3/4 of it is black. I think it's just the British weather that's just made me completely intolerable to any colour apart from the colour black. To be fair, black is really versatile. There is a thin line between goth and roadman, but it is low-key true. I do wear a lot of black. This one's just got me all different. You probably go all out on a date. Yes, I am one of those guys. I go all out on a date. Boom, I'll take you to the finest McDonald's. You can get not one, not two, but 3 things from the Saver menu. You don't own any shoes but those Beats GTS's and Air Max 95s. I would be triggered if it wasn't true. This one's very true, I know it myself, but it still cuts deep. These are actually the only 2 shoes that I have in rotation at the moment. I just haven't found a pair of trainers that I really like enough to pull the trigger and throw into the rotation. Of course, there's the Balenciaga Triple S's, there's the Off-White Nike Blazers, etc, etc. But do you think I've got £400 to £600 to spend on them shoes, big man? Nah. You get recognised in your standard thrift stores. Funnily enough, I do get recognised every now and then when I'm doing my rounds. It doesn't happen too often though. If you wanted to know my stance on people coming up to me asking, "Are you sick, mate?" I don't really mind it really. I'm always down to say hi, have a little conversation and that. I've always got time for the cozy boys. So if you see me, don't be afraid to say hi. You watch bare hentai. Jesus Christ. You're a big softie and a bit of a recluse. This is absolutely true. I will do anything in my power not to go outside into the real world and speak to people, which is probably why social media is one of my favourite forms of communication, which is all making sense now. The local thrift stores know you by name. Fam, my relationship with these charity shops is strictly professional. You think I've got time to make friends and ask people how their day was? I've got places to go, I've got people to see, I've got fans waiting outside of the shop to say hello to me. No, I don't want to know how your knee operation went. Just put my 10 Ralph Lauren shirts in the bag so I can move on. But on a serious note, I move too fast in these charity shops to even say hello to anyone. I can be in and out of a thrift store in about 3 to 6 minutes. I do see the same people work at the charity shops, but I don't really think they know that I'm a regular. I got bag searched the other day. Literally stopped in the middle of the charity shop like, excuse me. I'm just like, who, me? Boom, can I have a look in your bag? Okay, but that's a story for another time. You don't want to tell us your age because you are 107 years old. Now, there is a little bit of truth to this. For some strange reason, for the past couple of years, I've been very insecure about my age, so much so that it's become a little bit of an inside joke. Now, just for the record, I did announce my age on Twitter, but nobody cared. But for those of you who are actually interested, I'm 26 years old, and that's not even a joke. You only like anime to look cool. Big man. Nobody watches anime to look cool. Nobody is watching Eurocamp, an anime about girls literally camping to look cool. If you really want the tea on the matter, I've been watching anime since I was a kid. Back on the Fox Kids days when Toonami was a thing on Cartoon Network as well. Used to watch Gundam Wing, Dragon Ball Z, Outlaw Star. And I stopped watching anime all the way through my teens, and it wasn't until I was about 19, 20 that I started watching it again. I think Sword Art got me back into it, then I moved on to Future Diary, you know, all those kind of R-rated animes, if you will. And then I kind of moved on to slice of life anime, and let me tell you, nobody is watching these animes to look cool. I think it is increasing in popularity, not anime as a whole, but only certain bits from anime, like the proper mainstream ones like Death Note, Dragon Ball Super, Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, etc. There's a lot more to anime than just the cool animes, but I do not for 1 second think of anime as legitimate clout. I do think certain aspects of anime are really fashionable, and I do like to incorporate that into my own personal style, but there is no legitimate clout here, don't worry. Your rapping is mediocre. That's not an assumption. But thank you anyway. And those were all of the assumptions that I can manage for one day. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I threw out the question, what are your assumptions about me? I do think this is a lot better than a normal Q&A. I think it kind of forces you to look at the good and bad of yourself. I think people are genuinely brutally honest with their assumptions, which is absolutely fine. At the same time though, not going to deep it too much. But it was just a very interesting experiment, and I hope that we all grew as people with this experience. Let's get some conversation in the chat. What are your assumptions about me? What do you think people assume about you? What do you assume about fashion YouTubers in general? Instagram models, you know, whoever. Just throw it all in the chat. If you want to see what I'm up to, sickmate on Instagram. If you want to support the channel, then press subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.